Hey everyone, it's Derek, and I'm feeling a little bit under the weather right now, so I'm actually not going to be singing the introduction. It's just a little kind of sinusy, chest slash fevery kind of thing. It's nothing too crazy. And some of you might be saying, like, well, yeah, if you're walking around outside without pants on when it's as cold as it is, you're going to get sick. And I'll tell you something, I was starting to get sick before I was walking outside when it was cold out without pants on. Thank you very much. And then other people might be like, yeah, well, whenever you spend your free time like biting on and licking raw chicken drumsticks, you're gonna be getting sick. Playing it like I didn't get it. Look, I don't have a stomach thing, okay? Because that would be a stomach thing. Like, no, this is kind of seasonal, just sickness type stuff. So there's that. That's basically what's going on. So that's why I'm not gonna be singing the intro. I'm looking down. I wasn't even looking at the thing. It's a minute. This is a minute 5 right now. This is probably the longest introduction I think that I've ever done. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy the webcast. All right. Here's some tigers now. Oh, hello, Melita. Hello, Melita. She's kind of interesting. She's just kind of curled up in this one spot out in the grass. I think it's just kind of interesting. And of course, I'm filming this one like immediately after I stop filming the Tuesday webcast. So, temperature is still the same. It's still very cold. It's still very cold out there. I was looking. No, her door's open. I was like, is there a reason? She's just like, I am just embracing in the Arctic frigidness of the air. It fuels me. It inspires me, Derek. Uh-oh. Mika, you gonna be able to do it? You gonna be able to jump up there? I don't know. It's kind of high. It's kind of high up, and you're kind of heavy. Hey. Hey. Oh. Stop it. Yeah, you know what? There's probably... I think I saw some chips and queso up on top there, Mika. I think I saw some chips and queso up there, you know? Bowl of chocolates. Oh, frosty nips. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. It's still so cold. Yeah. You know, when I said the frosty nips thing at first, it was such a natural and organic thing, and now he just tries to say it, and it just sounds so produced and corporate. Hi, Mr. Munch. It just sounds so corporate. He's one of those shills. Have yourself a bowl of Frosty Nips cereal. Hey, is just trying to market that whole phrase now. This is ridiculous. Hey, hi Zizi. Hi Dee Dee. Hi Dee Dee. How are you? How are you? Yeah, still snuffly. I mean, me, sniffly. If I was snuffly, it would be so much more adorable. I would be at least 12 times more adorable than I currently am. I mean, which is still pretty adorable, but, you know, I'd be more so. Hi, Firebug. She's looking into the corner like that Blair Witch movie. Which, you know, truth be told, thing's kind of a piece of crap. I know. Found footage. It was a genre-defining kind of thing. But, gosh, it was one of the last time, not the last time, but maybe the time before, our friend Mel, is it German? Our friend Mel, she was coming to visit. And we were thinking, like, starting to think of, like, movies to watch. Yeah, this might have been a few years ago. Trying to think of movies to watch, and she's just, you know, like, we were like, hey, you know, blah, 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 and we could watch this, and I was the one that suggested, like, hey, we could watch Blair Witch Project. I hadn't seen it. since I was a kid, since I was in like middle school. I hadn't seen it. And she's like, that movie sucks. Or she's German, like, that movie sucks. Yeah. No, she doesn't have that strong of it. She has a bit of an accent, not that much. But that movie sucks. No, it's not good. It's not good. That's kind of how, a little bit more accurate. Not perfect, but a little bit more accurate. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I remember it being great. Because again, I saw it when it first came out. It's like I was in middle school. I went over to my buddy Danny's house, and his mom let us rent a VHS tape of the Blair Witch Project. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's so frightening. It's so frightening. We were so scared that we forgot to rewind. We were so startled. We forgot to rewind the tape before we took it back. But, yeah, we watched it and got all the way to the end of it. And like right as like the end scene, I'm like, Mel, you were right. This movie's, it's not that good. Now, don't get me wrong. It was such a, it spawned that sort of genre of found footage films, which is fantastic. It's like, there's some good stuff. Like the Paranormal Activity movies, really great. 1, 2, 3, awesome. Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3 they're all, the first three are fantastic, awesome movies. Really, really awesome. Once they started to get into the other, it's not so much. Not so much. They're not my favorite. They still have their scary parts. They're fine, whatever. But those first three are, wow, they are something else. Pretty good. And of course, it's the same like kind of thing where it's almost like it's almost like that reality TV. There's kind of like that voyeuristic kind of element. You're watching people, and people are like, I hate reality TV, but it's like you cannot deny the fact that it is a popular medium. That people watching other people kind of like naturally do their thing, even if it is a quote found footage thing, which ostensibly is a fake thing when they're trying to pretend. It's such a weird thing. It's a fake thing that's trying to pretend to be real. Which that's always like that's always such a weird thing. That's always like a weird thing for me when like good actors pretend, or they're trying to pretend to be bad actors. When just like regular old movie stars and people who are like in the business and they try to act as if they're like an amateur actor, that's even worse. It's kind of weird. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Can anyone think of any good examples of someone being able to very successfully... I guess someone is trying to growl at the cats? Sounded like maybe some like a 12 or 13-year-old or something like that. Why don't you take your Jenko jeans and your Tamagotchis out of here, mister? Show him. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hello, boys and girls. Hello, Miss Corning. I guess it was the same kind of, whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's a frisky princess. Look at a little frisky prince. A frisky prince. The frisky princess of care. Kind of trying to do a Fresh Prince thing. Just couldn't get the right... I couldn't get the right syllable. The syllables.
My syllables were not in the right spot. Oh, I'm just walking around doing the thing. Just like, where'd my hand go? It's inside my sleeve. I look down because I can't feel my fingers and then I can't feel my hands. So, are they there? And then, of course, I look down and I'm like, oh, Boomer, why'd you steal my hand? Boomer, why'd you steal it? Why would you do it? I thought we were friends. Oh, you were hungry? Well, I guess so. That's a good enough a reason as any. Well, you know, I'd probably eat in your hand if I were to give a chance to. I'd eat them Pete's. I would eat them Pete's. I would. What are you doing? Big guy. Standing up tall. Boom. To the chew. Oh. But yeah. Yeah. I remember watching Blair Witch when I was a kid thinking, oh my gosh, this is an amazing movie. It's so scary. And then I watched it as an adult. I'm like, this movie's trash. I guess I shouldn't say it's trash. Because again, it had to have been something special because it did spawn genres. But I guess you could say the same thing. Like a lot of times the ones who start a new genre of a thing aren't always going to be the best practitioners of said thing. You know what I mean? So you kind of got that you have like the early incarnations or incantations, stinky face, of like especially like musical genres, like when rap first started coming around. I love that it's that Mike Birbiglia thing. How when it started out, it was like ribbida rap da rap-tastic, and now there's the layers of complexity and all like the types of phrasing and phonetics and all the different stuff that go into it. There's many more layers of complexity onto that. Rock and roll started off as kind of a very kind of simple, and then we're gonna rock, and then we're gonna rock some more, and rock, and rock, and then we're gonna rock some more. Doodle-doo, I have a curl in my hair, and then it goes and swoops down my forehead. Rock, and rock, rock. It's like that was a lot of like the rock and roll. We're gonna rock. We're gonna swoop and rock and swoop. Rock and swoop. It's like so much of that. And then, of course, that eventually evolved into, say like a Led Zeppelin. Layers of complexity. You're like, yo, it's a great example, Derek. You're talking about a band that basically stole like half of their catalog. And I'm like, that might be true. But they also made the songs that they stole very good and very cool. I guess that's something you got to say about the whole Led Zeppelin thing. Yeah, it's like the more and more you get evidence of songs that clearly existed before, they released their versions of songs. It's like, oh, guys, come on, Jimmy Page, this doesn't look so good. And then you still listen to the Led Zeppelin album and be like, man, I know that it still sounds pretty great. What you guys did to it, though, it's like you guys basically just kind of elevated. You took the sound and just elevated it. It's okay. It's just, oh, you have a stink on your face, too. You have a raw stink. There's a raw stink. Oh, but if you ever, there's, I think was it a band called Spirit? It just, it was like Spirit Wind or Spirit Flower, and this is the band Spirit Flower, and then our song Neptune's Breeze, like all of those kind of bands that were just kind of going along, and it's like, all right, cool, guys. What was that thing on like F is for Family? What was the kid's band name? Was it Merlin's Beard or Frodo's or something with the Shire? Just something just cringy, douchey, just like, oh. But yeah, there was that band. I think that they're called, whoa, 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 whoa. Of course, Zuby has like a lot more mobility, and Ra's just like, slow down. I guess Raleigh's kind of like the Mika of this group. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you have any Hot Pockets? I'm a really big fan of Hot Pockets. I heard that you used to keep some in your pocket. You keep Hot Pockets in your pocket. Zoom's just like, Raleigh, you really need to cool it on these Hot Pockets. You just kind of, you got a problem. You got a problem, Raz. It's like, I can quit the Hot Pockets. I can quit the pockets whenever I want. Zuby's just like, you're my brother. I don't want to lose you to the pockets. I don't want to lose you to the pockets. Raleigh's like, don't you ever get between me and my pockets. Zuby is just like, what am I to do? I am in so much anguish. My brother is addicted to Hot Pockets. Oh my gosh. I am just going to roll around in anguish and agony, lamenting my brother's suffering. He can't control himself. His addiction. To Hot Pockets. A roll. I was waiting for you to roll back. He's like, oh, missed my... I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you guys are kind of like performing right now. You know? This is like the lights, camera, action. I need you to be here. I need you to be present. I need you to be with it, guys. Come on. Come on. Wait. Wait. Huh? Like, what's happening? What's going on? What is going on? Mr. Man, hello. Hi, how are you? Alrighty. Let's make our way down. Whoa. Oh my gosh, we'll make our way down to go see Cindy Rasa and the Apollo and the Lackey. Apollo, yeah, you got that there, Apollo. Oh, don't you know, that's Chicago, that's they're in the playoffs there. And, yeah. So, I mean, look, Packers aren't even in the playoffs, so I still will root for NFC teams. And as of right now, current teams that I'm rooting for are the Cowboys and the Bears. Go Cowboys, go Bears. Yeah. Just because, and that people are like, why would you ever say that about the Bears? It's like, yeah, just because they're divisional rivals doesn't necessarily mean if there's no chance for my beloved Packers, I'm still going to root for, the other folks in the division, unless they're Vikings. I will never do, I can't bring myself to do that. Oh, you mean you don't like a skull? Look, the only thing I've got in common with Vikings is that I have a lot of Norwegian ancestry. I'm not a Vikings fan. Basically, I think that's what it is. You guys you're cartooning my heritage. That must be really why I don't like it. You're just you're blatantly making fun of it. Of my Viking heritage. I got a genealogy kind of thing. My Aunt Sharon, who is very big into genealogy, and with help from my cousin Sandy, put together this really neat thing, this book of information about my grandma. And my grandma was 96 when she passed away a few years back, but they gathered a lot of information about just way back into history, and then asked her different things about, okay, well, where'd you grow up and how'd you do all this, and really in depth, who are the people that influenced you. And she talked a lot about her brothers and about her uncles, and I got this book for Christmas, and it was really great. And I still haven't gone through it all yet. I mean, we just got it today, but it was very, very comprehensive. And I got to learn stuff about my grandma that I was like, wow, I never knew this. I never knew these things. I never knew that she had these types of relationships with the people around her. And it was, how you'll look at an old photo album and it's like, you don't even know. And then it might just be oh, Uncle Harold and blah, blah, in 1932. And that's it. But this book was something else because it really went into depth. And it turned a lot of that stuff, and it gave context and meaning to this one woman's perspective, my grandma. And I guess I found out that it was, I believe it was her grandfather came over to the United States from Norway. And we were even learning about how, like, the name, like the last name, wasn't even the last name. It was because her maiden name was Oss, but I guess he took it from like the region, or like it was a variation of spelling based on some, like, one of the regions. I don't know. Either way, oh crap! I'm actually running out of battery. I think it's probably because this is so stinking cold out right now. I'm not even going to be able to get to do a fancy cast because I got to get going. Anyway, it's like I about a few minutes ago it said like, hey, you're at 15%, and I just got a thing that says like, you're at 5%, and it's like, we're dying. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus Reward. Like and subscribe, share it with all your friends and all the people that you want to know about things about big cats and stuff like that. What else is going on? This guy is handsome. He likes Hot Pockets. Which basically it's just meat filled with other meat. We just call it Hot Pocket. We don't even cook it, it's just raw. It's just meat stuffed with meat. And he's like, "There's some real good Hot Pockets." When you want a tasty meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick? A Raleigh Pocket. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching this episode, guys, and I will talk at you before this thing. I'm at 3% now. Anyway. Toodaloo. Alright. Bye-bye.